Hello students, how are you all? I just hope that you all are fit and fine. Now students, your half-yearly examination is over now and you all have an idea of how you have performed in the examination, and you also know that assignments, they are equally important. So just make sure that you are sending your assignments regularly. Okay? Welcome back students. Now let's get back to studies. Let's start new chapter 7, states of matter. Now in this chapter you're going to learn about what is matter, what are the 3 states of matter and their properties. Now let's start with what is matter. Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. That means that it covers up the space where it is kept and it has got weight. Now, the properties of matter are, first, it occupies space. Let's take an example of this duster, okay? This is solid, and if I keep this duster over my palm, then it is covering this much space. So, and it has got mass also. And the third one is, it can be perceived by the senses. That means that we can see it, we can touch it, we can feel it. Okay. So yes, we can see this, and we can touch it also and feel it also. In case of air cannot be seen because air is a mixture of colorless gases, but it can be felt. Air is called matter. Now comes matter exists in 3 different states. Now it exists in 3 different states. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. Let's see examples of solid. Chair, table, box, blackboard, scale, wall, brick. They all are solids. Solids, they have a definite shape and they are rigid. Okay. Now the second one is liquid. Liquid, for example, water, juice, oil, milk, whatever that flows is liquid. Then comes gas. Gas, examples of gas are vapors, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, smoke. They all are in gaseous form. Now comes there is one more thing, that these states of matter, they can change into another states of matter. That means they can interchange. Here is an example of water. Water is in liquid form. Okay, it is a liquid. Now when we cool this liquid, then it changes its form. It changes into ice cube. Ice cube is solid. And when the same water, when we put this water on heat, then it changes its form, it changes into vapors, and vapors, they are gases. So this is how states of matter, they can interchange. Okay. Now let's see the properties of solids. First of all matter, they are made up of tiny particles called molecules, and these molecules are their arrangement are different in different states of matter. In solids, these molecules, they are tightly packed, and you can see here there is no intermolecular spaces between them. Intermolecular spaces are the spaces between the molecules. Here you can see no intermolecular spaces, here also no intermolecular spaces. So they have very fixed shape, and they do not flow also because they don't have any gap between them, and they have a definite volume. And when applying pressure, when pressure is applied from here above or from sides, they do not change its shape. They do not compress. Now see here the example of this. This is a pot. And if I apply pressure here, I'm compressing it, I'm putting pressure over it, but it doesn't change its shape. Why? Because it is solid and it is the molecules are tightly packed, and it doesn't change its shape. Okay, it cannot be compressed. Now, they are dense. That means the molecules in solid, they are strongly attracted to each other. So they are very dense. Properties of liquid. So these are the properties of liquid. First one is molecules are loosely packed. Unlike solid, here you can see in liquid, molecules, they are loosely packed and there are intermolecular spaces between them. And they do not have fixed shape. It is because they have got intermolecular spaces between them. So they can change its shape. So they do not have fixed shape. And they can flow easily because of the intermolecular spaces between them and less strong intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules. Now, they have definite volume. It is because when they are poured in the container, they change their shape and they takes up the shape of the container. Here you can see this is liquid. This is water and you can see it is occupying the space of the container. So it has got definite volume. And since it is in glass container, it cannot change its shape. But when they are poured in a plastic container or in a bottle, they can be compressed slightly. Okay. Now, they are less dense. Unlike solid, they are less dense because here the same reason that the attraction between the molecules are less strong. Now students, see here, these are the properties of gases. The first property is molecules are very loosely packed. Here you can see molecules, they are far apart from each other and they are huge, very large intermolecular spaces between the molecules. Okay, and just because of this, they do not have fixed shape like solids. And they can flow easily because of these intermolecular spaces and very weak force of attraction between the molecules. And they can flow easily. And they do not have a definite volume also. And it can be compressed easily by applying pressure. See here, for example, this is a container. And this container is not empty. It looks empty, but it is not empty. Why? Because there are air inside this container. Okay. And when I apply pressure, then it changes its shape. Okay. It can be compressed.